Hey everyone, I'm finally back up at Santa Monica. I used to come here all the time, but my work schedule has put me in other places in Southern California, so I'm very excited to be back at Santa Monica. I love this beach for detecting just because there's so much real estate to work. So the shadow right there is Terrell. I haven't seen Terrell in probably 5 or 6 months, so I'm really excited to be out here with Terrell again. Low tide was about an hour and a half ago, so the tide's coming up, but the beauty of Santa Monica is if the wet sand isn't treating you well, you just come up into the dry sand and just walk around, and there's a load of coins and all sorts of goodies. So it should be a good night. I'm excited. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I put out a video every Saturday morning, and we'll see you on the first dig. All right, man, that was deep as hell. It's here, and now it's rejecting more than anything. I see something like a bobby pin or something. Man, that was deep. All right, let's keep going. Not a bad place to be. I want to take a second to talk about, I mention my W pattern quite often, and some people are asking, what the heck's a W pattern? So I'll put some pictures off to the side, but my scuff marks here where my feet are. When I come to a beach, I want to find out whether the targets are landing down in the wet sand, at the high point of the shiny reflective wet sand, or up into the drier area. And so what I do, instead of a tight grid back and forth, I'll do a W, kind of a lazy grid, where I'll go into the water, back out, into the water, back out, but it's not real tight. And this guy's looking at me like I'm talking to myself, but I am. But anyway, I'll put a graphic off to the side and just show you. So if we can figure out where the targets are landing in the W pattern, you can kind of figure out and look back at your holes to see whether they're up high, down low. Then you can decide what you want to do with a grid, either grid sideways along the water or up and down in a certain short area, just to wherever the targets are landing. That's what we're getting after here. And so far, Terrell and I have had no luck finding any targets. Anyhow, I just want to mention that real quick. Well, we ended up in the dry sand, and I've got my first decent target. 26, 27, 28. In the scoop. And it's a dime. A penny, what is that? Darn twist cap. These things sound good. Yep, another bottle cap. Quarter tone and higher. And a little lower. It's kind of going from mid-20s up to like 31, 32. 34, 35. 29. It's staying high at least. Usually tones up that high aren't going to be trash. Just like a quarter out of the hole, 30. Did I miss it? Come on. Or is there more? Yeah, there's more. Alright, so I got one here. Quarter. We got one here. And this one's actually low 20s. I'll fill these holes, I promise. Alright, that's a dime. 10-11 tone. 12-13 out of the hole. Well, not a coin. It's like a button, maybe. Oh, it's a pin. Let me blow this off. Perfect fit. perfect fit button. That's kind of weird. Well, got that going for me. Shallow, 12-13. There's a whole lot of trash out here. I've got so many bottle caps I can't even count how many. Ah, look at this, another one. It's crazy. Maybe not a bottle cap. 20 to 23, but choppy. I want a good solid tone, and it's not happening. More rusty crap, maybe. Got a lot of that too. That looks like an earring back in the day. That's seen better days. Well, first piece of jewelry, hopefully not the last. Shallow, quarter. 28, 29, 30. Hopefully one of these times it'll be a silver ring, but not this time. 11, 12. There's so many targets here, it's frustrating. That looks like a Mercedes emblem. What is that? It's like a mini Mercedes. It's reading 31 more than anything. Sounds like a quarter though. Yep. Is that the bicentennial? 1776 to 1976. Yep. So I can't read the date, but I'm pretty positive that's a 1976. That's cool. 26. Dime, silver, copper penny. Still 26 out of the hole. It's a dime. Shallow 13. Nickel, gold. That's a nickel. $22 to $26. Another dime. All right, there's a ton of coins in this area. I'll turn on if I find something cool. So Terrell just came up with a pretty interesting foreign coin. It says 2FR. And I know German like time measurements are Fru. But this thing is beautiful. I'll get a still shot. $24, $25, $26 like a dime, copper penny, hopefully something silver, something, anything. Another dime, I believe. Yep. All right. We are almost to the car, and I'm going to combine tonight's video, or tonight's detecting, with tomorrow night. I'm going to go out again tomorrow night in Orange County, so stick around. Next clip probably is going to be down in Orange County somewhere. Laguna Beach. I'm entering at Thalia Street, which is slightly south of the actual Laguna Beach. But sun has set. Figured I'd get this shot in before it does. Let's get started, see how we do. So typically when I travel, I use my Vanquish, and last night at Santa Monica I had my Vanquish. Tonight I have an Equinox. Terrell bought the Deus 2 long time ago, and he's fallen in love with it, so he was willing to part with his Equinox. So I got this. This is going to be Tom's backup machine, and you throw in the bigger coils and all that fun stuff. Also, I was able to talk him out of his titanium extreme scoop. So I'm going to keep my my other scoop that I always use, but I am also going to have this one. So when it comes into rocks and stuff, I'll use my stainless steel one, and for this will be good for clean sand without rocks. So anyhow, first tone is a penny tone. And this scoop is so lightweight, it's crazy. And starting out with a penny. Sounds terrible, but I'm curious. Let me pitch my ear so you can hear everything here. 40, 39, and then it rejects. But it's hitting more than rejecting. That's a quarter sounding like that. There is a lot of black sand, so that could have something to do with it. Got another quarter type of a tone. But again, not really locking on 30. Those are two crusty pennies. See if there's something else in the mix. That's it. So two crusty pennies kind of sound like a quarter. And that's just junk. Well, now I'm at another beach. I'm at Corona Del Mar. That last one, just the sand was a pain in the ass to hear anything decent in. And there wasn't any dry sand in the event the wet sand doesn't produce. So, Corona Del Mar, and it is a beautiful place. I don't know how much you can see, but this is my first diggable tone. 5, 6, 7, 8. Really weak. Six, 7, 8 out of the hole. I don't hear a ring rattling around. Come on, Greg. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I just dropped it again. It looks somewhat shiny. Oh, good Lord. There. All right, well, it's something. It's got a little loop at the top here like it used to be a pendant. Alright, well, you can see copper coming through, so it's nothing super good, but it's something. 30, 31 out of the hole, like a quarter. Alright. tired. And we got a crusty quarter and a sand crab. Alright, I've got a quarter tone. And I didn't get it on video, but this guy came over to me and says, my son lost his Apple iWatch. Could you help us out? So I said, sure. So he starts walking me over the area. And before we even get to the area where he says it should be, I see it laying on the ground. I'm like, does it look like that? And he's like, oh, wow. And he grabs it. Thank you so much, and left. So I didn't even get a chance to video it. Thought he was taking me way further over. Got another quarter. All right, I'm working up by the volleyball courts, and I'm getting lots of like rusty nails and weird stuff, and a couple coins here and there. But I hear this. I've already seen what it is. Now it sounds weird. It was ringing a solid 3 when I first heard it, so I just thought it was a piece of foil. Check this out. Ringy dingy. I don't think it's gold, but it's a ring. Yeah, it's all tarnished looking, and that looks awfully shiny. You know what? There's a mark on the inside too. It was darn near right on the surface. I saw like a little something poking out, and I just grabbed it out. I'm like, holy crap, that's a ring. So, man, that looks shiny. I'll have to do a test on that and have a good look at that mark and see what it says. Oh, I can see it actually. My eyes are terrible, but I can read that. It says 566. Okay, I'll be right back to you. On closer inspection, let me move this thing, it's making a bunch of noise. On closer inspection, this thing says 999. I mean, the diamond looks amazing. I don't know if you could see that shine. I want to test this to confirm before I really go anywhere with it. I don't know, I haven't found much. If this is truly 999, which is damn near 24 karat gold, why would they make it adjustable like that? This will need some testing. But man, that diamond is ridiculous. How shiny that is. Alright, well, this wrap-up is going to be a lot of fun. I will get back home and clean this up. Man, does that say 999? I mean, the more I look at it too, and my eyes aren't the greatest, it does look gold. And that thing was literally on top ringing a 3. I thought it was just foil. Crazy, crazy. Alright, well, that's awesome. Alright, let's wrap up these 2 hunts. So the first night I was in Santa Monica with Terrell, and the second night I started out in Laguna Beach and was there very briefly because the tide was coming in, and the area of Laguna I was in, there just wasn't much dry sand. So then I drove up the coast and I ended up stopping at Corona del Mar, one of my favorites. It's just a beautiful spot. So mainly dry hunt as well at Corona del Mar. So as a result, dry hunt, lots and lots of trash. A lot of these though, I know it. I know I'm digging a pull tab, or know I'm digging a bottle cap, but I do it anyway. Just because, you know, a few videos ago I found a gold ring at 14, just reading just like a pull tab would. But also I just think it's our obligation to clean it up. If we're allowed to do this hobby and we find some goodies sometimes, why not give back a little bit and just clean up some trash? So that's a whole lot of trash. Here are my pennies, only 3 nickels. Here's the dimes, here's the quarters. Whatever this perfect fit button is, I don't know if it's weird because it looks like an earring back on it. I think that's a Mercedes emblem. Should be, probably is. I don't know what this little piece is. I didn't video that. Broken off of something. This is costume, but it is a necklace pendant or maybe hung from an earring, but it's not precious metals. The ring. Alright, so this ring, the diamond looks, or the stone looks stunning. So first thing when I came home to San Diego is come to Tom's Garage and test it. So this is a diamond tester, and just as a comparison, here's a real diamond. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Maybe, come on. Scale goes up and it beeps. This one says 999, so that is as pure gold as it gets. It goes up 1 bar and stops. And I'm thinking, okay, why did they put 999? Why would somebody put a fake stone in real gold? So I test it. I do my scratch. I take 22K is the highest we have. Put it on there, the acid melts. I put 10K, the acid melts. Throw it in the tumbler just to see how it looks. And this is how it came out. It is a costume fake marked 999. So that is a massive bummer. I was really excited about that. I've never found anything 24 karat gold essentially, and that still remains the case. But it got my heart going for a minute. I mean, when I first pulled it out, I'm thinking, okay, why would they make a real gold that's an adjustable band? I've just never seen that, because real gold's extremely soft, and if you were to bend it in and out to resize it, you'd think it would break. So that was the first thing that kind of threw me off. And it just kind of looked weird, but the more I looked at it, it's like, well, if it was old gold sitting in the sand for years and years and years, it could kind of get that tarnish. But anyhow, in the end, it is not real. So, got a good looking blingy ring. That's how it rolls, though, you know. 2 full nights out detecting, and that's what I get. But that's the reality of the hobby. You don't always get lucky, but you get excited sometimes and then let down right afterwards. But anyhow, it was a good time regardless. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.